We are all ordering so much food in our apps these days. You ever wonder how that actually gets made? It's all happening in these ghost kitchens. And I'm gonna go meet one of the founders inside, try and learn how much revenue they're doing. And what was last year revenue-wise?
860.
Yeah. Wow, that's way more than I would have thought. 860,000 only selling Texas pecan cakes. Wow.
In 5 hours of baking, or let's just call it a 6 or 7 hour shift, I can make 2,000 small cakes.
And if I like the deal and I like the founder and like their vision, I'll write a check live to try to get involved. What do you think of that deal?
It's a tad rich.
If we haven't met, I'm Nathan Latka at FounderPath. Over the past 3 years, I've invested $200 million in 500 software companies just sitting behind my computer. Today, that all changes. I'm hitting the streets looking for small business owners that have a big idea. If their idea plus my capital could equal big returns, we'll do a deal right on the spot. Let's see if we can make something happen. Shalou, I'm Nathan.
Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. Tell us what you do here at Ghostline and how the operation works.
We offer private kitchens, shared kitchens, and then a lot of different amenities. We have about 100 food businesses that are associated with us.
Do you want to take us through a little bit? I'll follow. You can.
Yeah, so you'll see it's kind of basically a big circle, kind of a U-ish. Our approach to the shared kitchen side is probably the most unique thing about us. We use a combination of technology and just really unique design. So this is our private kitchen corridor. We have 3 different sizes of private kitchens. And so on this side are our larger footprints.
Okay, so this is how many square feet?
This is roughly 350 square feet. So basically, we deliver kitchens with all the infrastructure. They're pretty turnkey. It's like a blank canvas, essentially. And then the tenant decides what equipment they need, how they want to lay out the space.
And so what would this run if I was going to be in here full time?
It's in the 4 to 5K
range.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
So we leave a lot of space for book by the shift. Station 5 over there, that is one of those stations that we leave open to book by the shift.
Basically, just let people book this by the hour or whatever.
Right. This is one of the access points to our cold storage. And so member businesses can decide how much cold, frozen, or dry storage they need.
Can we go in?
Sure, yeah, it's gonna be cold.
It's okay.
All right.
It's so hot in Austin.
That's true.
This feels amazing in Austin, Texas, right?
Yeah, so we have different types of storage. The primary one is by the shelf, different sizes of shelves. We have pallet storage, speed rack storage.
So Shalou, obviously you love your business model, but it's always good to hear maybe from one of your customers, somebody that is experiencing all of this value. Do you have maybe, I won't ask you to pick a baby and tell me your favorite product, but is there someone we can talk to?
They're all my favorites, Nathan.
Yeah.
There's a guy over here called Texas Pecan Cakes, Scott from Texas Pecan Cakes. He's here today. He makes a very Texas-inspired product from the packaging to the product itself. And he actually is a great success story. I have Nathan here with me.
Shalou is talking you up. I hope these cakes are delicious.
Yeah, me too.
It's good to meet you, man.
You too.
This isn't a brand that you created from scratch. You actually found it somehow and decided to buy it.
I've been in this industry for 25 years. I'm 48 and always wanted to have my own business. I was running the Dallas and Austin market for this fast casual concept. Company, a health food concept called Snap Kitchen.
Snap Kitchen, of course.
Yeah, which started here.
Yeah.
I opened 51 locations in my time there, and I was there for 14 years. I moved up to become the COO at the concept.
Were you able to get a little chunk of equity when you joined?
So I had equity.
Okay, that's good. Real equity, none of these phantom shares that never vest. You had real equity.
I had equity.
Then why did you leave?
Sure. So I have 3 kids, married. I'm 48 years old. Like, what I really want to do, and what's really my every day I'm getting up a day of my life, right? What will really make me happy? And I'm like, I'm going to go buy a business or start a business.
Yep.
And then midnight, I'm just up, looking at stuff, and I stumbled on Biz Buy Sell, and I ran across Texas Pecan Cakes.
Wow. So you went to bizbuysell.com, which is, if you guys aren't familiar, it's an online broker of these companies. What was Texas Pecan Cakes listed for? What was the asking price?
100K.
Did you know what the revenue was?
The run rate closed the year at 160K, 156K. I'm the 3rd owner. So the founders, it started in 2015. And it was where the founder was an oil and gas blue collar worker. He's at retirement age now. Got laid off during the oil and gas hit in 2015. He was like, I'm going to go make mama's cakes. Lorraine McCoy was mom. And he's like, I'm going to go rebirth my mom's cakes, which really started with these large pans. These are cornbread cans. And that's really what they are in Texas.
Can we pull one of these out really quick, just so while you're talking about? So this is the.
Yeah, that's a small.
This is a small, but this isn't what they started. He started basically with bigger ones.
The large, large pan.
There we go, large pan. Okay, great.
And they're heavy, right? They're cast aluminum. Yeah. And so they entered into a contest called Quest for Texas at H-E-B. And he won Quest for Texas, first bakery to do it. He won it in 2017.
So that unlocked distribution for him. Now these are in H-E-B.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were.
And what was his best year revenue-wise before it maybe started going down because of COVID?
860.
860. Wow, that's way more than I would have thought. 860,000 only selling Texas pecan cakes. Wow. What did you end up paying for the business?
100.
Okay, so you just paid exactly what it said.
Yeah.
All cash?
Yep.
Before we continue, I'm curious if you think Scott overpaid for Texas pecan cakes. He paid $100,000 for the business, which had done $160,000 in the prior 12 months. Leave a comment right now and let me know your thoughts, and I'm gonna Venmo the smartest comment $1,000. We do this contest on every episode. Last week, the winner was Jeff Brashear, who left this genius comment on YouTube. So enter right now by clicking subscribe here on YouTube, click like, and leave your smartest comment below on how you think about valuing CPG brands. I'll pick the smartest comment and announce the winner in next Wednesday's episode. Can you show us, before we get into expansion plans, how one of these things gets made?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Whole eggs, vanilla, and maple syrup for all purposes. Brown sugar, flour, cinnamon, salt. I'm using Texas pecans, Shawnee and Pawnee and Cheyenne, and trying to use Texas ingredients as best I can. You know, anything I can get out of Texas.
Great, you mix it all in there together. How many of these are you making daily?
I can make 144 cakes every 18 minutes. So in 5 hours of baking, or let's just call it a 6 or 7 hour shift, I can make 2,000 small cakes.
Okay. What's an average though? I don't know how many orders you're getting. An average
1,000. I'll make 1,000.
Do you have to use cast aluminum on this stuff? There's no other way?
No. Something that I'm working on is for efficiency. This is plant fiber based.
So that will survive in the oven?
Yeah. So this is plant fiber, biodegradable, compostable, and it has PLA, which is cornstarch, as a liner inside of it. Now you take this, the heavy,
Yeah, that's heavy. I mean, that's no joke, right?
And then with this, you can bake, scoop, bake, take it out. You don't need to clean the pan. You don't need to flip it out, so you can make it highly efficient. Yeah. So for a co-packer, large scale, something like this is what they get excited about because they can do it efficiently, and then that helps with cost. And there's 3 sizes of cakes. There's a small, medium, and a large. These smalls are without a doubt the number 1 SKU. They go pretty much in size as far as velocity. Smalls are number 1, mediums are 2, larges are 3. Larges, however, when you get into the holiday season, crush it. It's really, and the topping decides the flavor. These are chocolate chip. These are new.
That's a mix. So there's chocolate chips in there.
And
what else?
Chopicons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then next is going to be butter toffee. This is the number 1 flavor. This is what won Quest for Texas at H-E-B also. Yeah. So it's butter toffee with a little bit of chopicon in it also. This is still the number 1 SKU.
What does one of these cost you to make?
They range like 65 to 68 cents, pending the topping.
Okay.
Would you mind opening the top of the oven?
This one?
Yeah. Thank you. That's good. And then it'll go on for 18 minutes.
Okay. So 65 cents to make one of those. What does that one retail for on your website? Just one small one?
So you can buy a 3 count, a 4 count, or a 6 count on the smalls. And the price range, this is 39, so it starts at 20.
This is 39 delivered.
This is 39 plus shipping.
This box is all in $50 with shipping.
Yeah. About $9 average shipping cost.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that comes out to effectively something, what, like $7.50, $8.50 a cake?
Yeah.
Yep. And then cost of goods sold on this?
Yeah, so cakes are 65 cents. Factor in container clamshell, current clamshell cost. Stickers, another 65 cents per small, so about $1.20. Yep. So bringing the 6, you're getting to around $7 in total cost. Box packaging, another $2. Okay. So you end up with about a gross margin of about 65%.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's $9 for cost of goods sold, plus then $8 for shipping. That's 17, 18 bucks. The rest is your profit, basically, before labor.
Before fixed costs, labor, marketing spend.
Well, and how big did you finish 2024? Because you bought in August, so you had one holiday season last year.
Yeah.
Can you share total revenue last year?
Revenue for 2024 was the 160, but the last 2 months of the year were about 25K per month. So November, December.
Wow, it's like 30% of sales.
I spent $50 in marketing. I did no effort. I brought on an agency that's taking 15% of what they drive out of Meta. spent $5,800 in marketing in June.
That's to pay the agency, or that's the
That's
actual
their
ad
cut.
spend?
That's their cut plus the ad spend. Total.
Okay, got it.
Total.
All in.
Yeah, all in.
Yeah.
And it generated $18,000 in revenue.
Okay.
So not too bad.
And
the spend was $500 a week, so
Okay.
$2,000 in the month.
Got it. So of the $5,800 on marketing, $2K of that, right, went to the agency just to do the work.
Right.
The other $2,800 was actual dollars going through Meta, and all of that together generated $18,000 in total top line sales. Scott, you're like a smart guy. That ATM prints
So,
money.
Not bad, right?
So why not just do it more?
That's a plan.
So this year, it sounds like you're doing like close to 20 grand a month now in sales. What are you projecting for total sales this year?
So I think negatively, I think 220.
Okay.
Optimistically, 250, probably 250. I'm in a grocer in Texas right now. I'm in Central Market.
Oh, wow.
And I've had yes from 3 other grocery chains.
How many cakes are you selling last month?
Probably 8,000.
8,000 cakes
probably
in a
8,000
month.
total
That's
cakes.
wild.
10,000 in fact in Central Market.
Okay. So you're doing 10,000 cakes a month across all of your channels in terms
Right.
of sales.
Yeah.
Are your margins different when you sell it into Central Market versus when you're doing $50 shipping? Can you walk me through the
Sure.
margins in Central Market?
So the grocers want to hit 50% their margin. They want to hit 50%. So I sell into the grocery channel at $3.
Okay, and they're selling this for $6.
$5.99.
$5.99. You okay? So they're taking their cut. You make $3 off this, minus 65 cents for the thing. And how much is the plastic and the sticker?
Total $1.20. 65, about $1.20.
So you're making $1.80
Yeah.
in gross profit before marketing. Any other costs I'm missing?
You've got fixed cost here, so rent here.
Okay. What is that just for this area?
For this space, plus my storage, I have freezer storage and dry storage.
Okay.
I spend about $2,200 a month.
Okay. If you think conservatively, you're going to do 220 grand this year, and we haven't even done the holiday season yet, which is 30% of your total revenues. Well, I just don't. Why couldn't you hit like 250, 300K?
So
He's sandbagging for YouTube TV. This is how it works,
That's
right?
right.
He's going to come back on a follow-up episode and say, we crushed
The
it.
goal is to always beat the number.
Yeah. See, this is the corporate
Yeah,
guy
that's
here
right, that's
with an
right.
apron on, right? That's what this is. If you could wave a magic wand, though, and money wasn't an issue, what would be the first 3 things you would do to grow the business?
More marketing spend, no doubt. More marketing spend. And then it comes down to efficiency, because the efficiency decides the volume you can do and where you can do it at. So that's why I brought up, this fiber material. So this at low volume, this is this clamshell is 42 cents landed cost, 42, 47
At
cents.
low volume.
Low volume.
Yeah.
At high volume, this is 10 cents.
What is high volume? What size order of these?
Purchase 100,000 units, 100,000
You get
units.
it down to 10 cents.
You get down 10 cents.
So
Yeah.
30% improvement there in margin.
Yeah, and even 100,000 is not really high volume for grocery purposes, but that's where the volume goes rapid. That's where you start to do revenue of 1, 2, 3 million.
And you want these new shells, or what you're saying, you would need to move to these if your retail took off.
Possibly, yeah, because they're just more efficient.
I smell something sweet. I think that's you. I think that's us, though. I think that's you. Which one do you want me to try? I can only try one.
Try the butter top.
Otherwise, okay, butter
Try
top.
the number 1 scoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good.
It's slightly sweet, but it still feels healthy. It doesn't feel like there's too much sugar in it. That's really good. So I know what amount I want to offer, but I don't know whether it's structured as debt or equity.
Okay.
So let's brainstorm a bit together. What I'd love to do is write you a check today that enables you to increase the ad spend how you want to see fit. So you said you want to double it to $1,000 per week. Assume there's 5 weeks on average, 4 weeks on average in a month. Say the check is $30,000 for the ad spend. Plus, if you want to move forward into retail and drive your cost of goods sold on those plastic shells down from 42 cents a thing down to 10 cents, you've got to write a check to buy 100,000. That's another 10 grand. I want to offer $40,000. What are you open to? Are you open to a debt deal where I'm making X cents back per those sales? Do you prefer not to take on a debt deal like that? Do equity instead? Where's your head at?
Whether it's equity or debt, it's more what's the opportunity and what's the end game in accomplishing that I care the most about.
So the thing for me is we would be directly aligned if I wrote you a $40,000 check and I was paid back some cents per sale, because the faster we sell, I get my money back quicker and my IRR goes through the roof. Now, if it takes 10 years to get payback, I make that's not a good return on my money. So we're naturally gonna be aligned that way. I wanna move more volume. There's a variety of things I can do instantly. I have 500 portfolio companies, right? A lot of deals that I do are real estate deals where I bring the top 25 brokers together in Austin. Getting them all together and having these as a gift there for them will plant the seed to drive more of the strategy you just articulated about realtors buying these for the properties they're selling. I'm confident I'll find ways to help drive volume. And if you incentivize me via return per cake, I know I'll be incentivized to help us drive volume quickly.
Are you willing to consider starting out with the debt and then when it performs well, which it will, that we then discuss equity and the future of the brand?
How many cents per sale of these would you be able to pay me back? Because then we can do the math on how many years it would take me to make my money back.
So I think if you do 25 cents on a cake, it's 65 cents in cost with another 65 cents in material. Because for me, I'm going to want to pay you back as soon as I can. I'll pay you before I pay me.
Well, that's
And well, that's because too, it's that I want to grow the business. And if you're excited and motivated by it, you'll write another check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Top line, 25 cents paid to me per sale on $3 top line is a little under 10%. It's basically 8.5% per unit sale. Could we apply that same logic to all the sized cakes? The 8.5% you think would work? Sure. You've got that flexibility? Mm-hmm. Okay. How quickly do you think I could make the 40K back based off the volume you know you're doing?
I think that you'd be paid back no later than holiday season next year. If not, if I grow into grocery and figure out the revenue stream, you'd be paid back by Q2 next year.
Yep. If you think that's return's gonna happen in 18 months, I'd want a return of basically 8% per unit sale until I'm paid back about $57,000 on my $40,000 check. That would equate to about a 15% return.
15% is a tad rich.
Okay.
Tad rich. I'd be comfortable at 12.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I would like your money, but I also would like your brain.
Yeah.
And so it's more the opportunity to grow the business beyond just cash. Just asking you to provide insight and support based upon your knowledge and what you know.
My offer is $40,000. I'll move to your rate at 12%, okay? Because I ultimately want to prove to you that I can help you drive volume. We can grow this together, and then maybe you'll give me a chance at buying a chunk of the equity slug as we grow it together after that. I'll ask for 8% of each per unit sort of sale until I make my money back, plus an extra about $15,000 on top of that, which you believe will happen in the next 18 months at your current rates.
Yep.
What do you think of that deal?
Sounds good.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Scott, good to be in business together. This is going to be exciting. Again, we'll grab some coffee next week and go deeper on this stuff, but I love the product. It's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, really good.
Okay, you might be wondering what happens after we finish the live shooting. Do we actually wire the money? Well, here's what happens. I email Scott at Texas Pecan Cakes and say, hey, create a Founder Path account. When he does that, he comes in here and clicks the Capital Razor card, which is instantly going to tell him how much money will wire based off his real data. So the first thing I do is I ask him to connect his business data sources so I can verify the numbers he told me live on the show are accurate. We do that via QuickBooks and Stripe and Shopify and bank API connections. Once his connections are connected, our underwriting agent then starts thinking about and reading the data. And in a second here, we'll actually write a full memo on the business on the right. And then here's the full memo. So executive summary, strengths, weaknesses, any questions I should follow up with Scott, and then ultimately a capital offer at the bottom. Now, if Scott likes the funding recommendation of $50K, he'll say, yes, I want the $50K deal. Please send me paperwork, wire to this bank, right? And he tells me which bank to wire to right here, connects his bank, right? And then hit send. It's that simple. Amazing what you can do with AI these days. If you're looking for funding to grow your business, visit founderpath.com today.
Hey, if you like the deal I just did with Scott, let me know below. Leave a quick comment.